Hey guys, so in today's video we are diving into the brand new Jolie beauty blender kind of thing. It's called the BaseBlend. Some point in this video I am announcing a giveaway. So if you wanna, find out how you can win a Radiance palette and a blender, keep on watching. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well, and let's get into some makeup. So if you're looking at me and you think, what the hell is going on with your face? I am not sure what's going on with my face right now. So the first thing that you may notice is my eye. It just looks really red and it looks a bit swollen. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't done anything different. I thought that it was something to do with maybe a lack of sleep. So yesterday I did get quite a lot of sleep. It still kind of looks the same. It's the same on this eye as well. So I'm not really sure what is happening with in terms of my face right now. So yeah, just ignore that. We're gonna put some makeup on. People have told me not to put makeup on, but I'm just gonna do it just to make me feel a little bit better. And yeah, so guys, this is the, I guess you could say, beauty blender, aka blender by Jolie Beauty. I'm going to take it out of the packaging, but I just want to show you first the cute holographicness that it is. So when you take this out, it looks like this. So as you can see, it has the logo there, and it's kind of a funky shape. So you have the bottom, which is really round and obviously big enough for your foundation, and then you have two cut out edges and then like a cut out flat top. So before we dive into this and put this in water and take it on a ride, I am going to read something that Jolie Beauty has sent me. So as always, when there is a new Jolie Beauty release, I always like to reach out to the brand and just see what, if they could tell me anything. Because obviously products do take quite a long time to make, and because obviously I do have a relationship with Jolie Beauty, I really like to get to know the products, get to know the ins and outs, if there's anything special about them, because obviously there is a lot of blenders out there on the market. So I just wanted to know what made this special, what took so long with it, the price point, why people should buy into this. I'm just gonna tell you a little about the sponge, and we're going to get straight into it. So the first thing that I asked Jolie Beauty is, why this sponge? So obviously the original beauty blender is £17 here in the UK, so it's so expensive for a blender. And fair enough, the material of that blender is really good, and that's why people buy into it. But £17, it's so expensive, and fair enough, you do have to replace your sponge every 1 to 3 months. But I just feel if you can get something that's a little bit cheaper, but still has the same good quality material, obviously it's not going to be exactly the same, but if we can find a closer dupe, at a more affordable price, then why not? And I know people are going to say, well, what about that sponge? What about Beauty Blender? They've put all the time and effort into their blender and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, sponges have been around for many, many, many years. They've blew up into modern day society, but makeup artists have been using sponges for years. They used to be little triangular things, and they've been in the industry for absolute years, but obviously now they've become more mainstream, and more brands are bringing out sponges to rival the Beauty Blender and to rival whatever else. So obviously there is a lot out there, but if we can find one that is just as good as the Beauty Blender but at a more affordable price, then I think it's obviously a good thing. So yeah guys, with the original Beauty Blender being £17, people are hoarding that blender for 6 months down the line, and they're obviously getting spots, they're breaking out really badly because of the bacteria that's on your brush. And you can clean your sponge as much as you want with whatever, like soap and stuff, but at the end of the day the material starts to decay, and if you're keeping this in your makeup bag as well, it's just going to pick up dirt, it's just going to be disgusting. So obviously having that alternative, cheaper alternative is always a good thing. So yeah, Jolie Beauty just basically wanted to create a sponge that obviously wasn't a direct dupe or anything like that, but obviously it was something to look to as an example of what a good sponge should be like. And here we are with obviously their take on the Beauty Blender. So with this being a weird shape, obviously the material does need to be sturdy, and I know a lot of brands talk about the pore size of their sponge, which basically means how much product it's going to soak up, because obviously you don't want the sponge to soak up product. Now with this being a weird sponge, obviously when it's damp and wet, it needs to be sturdy enough that it's not just going to like bend everywhere and, you know, just fall apart. So Jolie Beauty really took the time to perfect the material, which they basically said that that was the toughest thing to crack for them. So yeah, getting the material down was the key, especially because they always had this particular shape in mind. And to be fair, I haven't really seen one that looks like this. I mean, you've got like a smaller circumference there, and then it's a bigger circumference there. You've got like quite a lot of angles to change to, and I quite like that you can hold it like that, and obviously like put it on your face, and you're not getting your hands in like products and stuff. Now apparently this changes completely when damp, so we are going to try that obviously and see how big it grows, because we do like a good big sponge, don't we? Like a good damp sponge. So as well as the material being high quality, Jolie Beauty said it obviously they wanted a unique shape that could basically do everything. So like I said, you've got the big round circumference there, so you can really pat in your foundation. Then you've got obviously like, I don't know, say your concealer side, and I kind of like, in fact no, I'd use this side for the concealer just because this is, as you can see, it's kind of like on an angle, so I feel like this would be really amazing at getting right underneath, obviously like in your contours, and especially because this bit there goes like round. So if you can imagine, we're going to obviously play with it, but as we're going around like this, you can really turn it and get right in there, which I really like. And then what you can do with this bit is, I don't know, you can like your nose contour, you can obviously do like your highlighter. And what I also like about the shape is you can really like carve out your cheeks, and because it is like quite sharp there, you're gonna get a really sharp precision, that's the right word, isn't it? Precision. So yeah, we're gonna try all of this and more, and I'm so excited to try it. So I am obviously a makeup artist, and I have legit 1,000 brushes. Like I don't even know how many brushes I have, but there's one thing that I absolutely love, and it is a good sponge. I love a sponge that can just do everything. You don't have to pick up a brush to do foundation, you don't have to pick up a brush to do whatever. And as I've always said, the way I do my Instagram makeup is completely different to how I do my everyday makeup. I love using brushes for like coverage and stuff, so I really want to see if this gives me the coverage that I like with a brush, but gives me an airbrush finish that I like with a sponge. And also I want to see if it can really do everything by just using this, so like kind of like a full face. Obviously it's not going to be amazing at doing my powder bronzer, but I am going to kind of contour a little bit with some creams just to see how that works. And yeah, enough of my rambling. I just wanted to get the product information out there, because I know to some people it's just another sponge. But yeah, let's dive into this. So first up, I'm just going to throw on a quick little bit of skincare. So Jolie Beauty do have their own serums, but I have run out of my Oh my god, I can't talk today. I have ran out of my Uniglow elixir. I do have the eye cream, so because I don't have the original elixir, I'm just gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Serum and just plop that all over my face, just for like hydration. It's quite a nice serum this, and it's expensive. So I'm just gonna put on my Jolie Beauty Eye Elixir. Now this is amazing because it's got loads of natural ingredients in it. Obviously because my eyes are looking a little bit crazy, I have been putting this on religiously because it doesn't have fragrance in it either, so it's amazing for like sensitive skin. So anytime that I've felt this soak in, I've been putting a little bit more on because my eyes have been, obviously because I don't know what it is, and I have panicked a little bit, so I have been a little bit more, you know, cautious with what I put on. But this is really amazing because it's just got loads of natural ingredients in it. And yeah, like look at the difference already. I just love this stuff so much. So I'm just going to put some of this Revolution Glass Skin Primer on. This is really nice just if you want like a quick boost of hydration. Alright guys, so my skincare's on, so I'm just going to go dampen this and we'll see what magic it brings. Alright guys, now this is what it looks like. It's absolutely got massive. So if I just compare it with a dry one compared to a damp one, like look at the size, it's got absolutely huge. Like the feel of it does feel more, it feels a little bit firm, but it also feels super soft. So it feels like it's gonna mold to my face quite nicely. And yeah, so far it feels quite nice, and I just love that it's a really big sponge, like it's massive. So for foundation today, I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I am quite pale at the minute, so hopefully it matches. So I'm just gonna take 2 pumps of this. Usually I don't really measure out my pumps, I just do it until, you know, I'm happy with the outcome, but I'll do 2 pumps for now and we'll see what happens. So I'm just going to take my sponge and just, you know, dab it in, and here we go. So right off the bat, it's giving me really nice coverage. As you can see, I do have a spot there, but it's giving me really nice coverage at the moment. I'd say it's a good medium coverage, I'd say. Dip in a little bit more and see if we can build this up. Does anyone else have blonde hair and find it so annoying because you can get like foundation in your hair? Like, it's one of the worst things about being blonde. Alright guys, so that's what one side of my face looks like after. So that's like kind of before, and then obviously that's after. It's blended in really beautifully. I've still obviously got a glow to my skin, and yeah, so far I'm happy with how this is looking. So I'm just going to go ahead and obviously do the rest of my face. So as you saw, that used 2 pumps. I've still got a little bit on the back of my hand, so I'd say roughly about 2 pumps. And this is supposed to be a full coverage foundation. This feels really soft on the skin as well. It doesn't feel like, you know, sometimes sponges can feel really hard and it feels like you're getting smacked and punched in the face. And this feels really nice and soft. So I'm not worried about anything like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly dip into my foundation there. I'm just going to do right in my nose there, because I've noticed that because it is such a massive circumference there, it's not really getting into my nose there. But that, I suppose that's the good thing about having that, is that you can really get in. So I've just gone in and done my neck. So I'm just using what's left on the back of my hand, just to try and build up any coverage where I might need a little bit extra. I really need a headband. If anyone can recommend a nice headband, please let me know, because I really need one. So guys, I thought I'd just come in a little bit closer just so you can see what it's looking like. As you can see, there's no streaks or anything, not that I'd expected there to be. Everywhere looks really nice and blended. I can feel a couple of cat hairs on me, so I'm gonna have to get them in a minute. But yeah, so far it's blended in really beautifully. I'm really impressed. Okay, so for concealer, I'm just gonna take a little bit of the P. Louise base. This is base shade 2, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of this on my finger and just place it where I want it. So I'm just gonna start on my under eye. And really, oh wow. So first thing that I can notice is that it's really getting underneath my eye. And then what I'll do is I'll turn it on the side and get right in there. And then that's what my under eye looks like. One thing that I'm really noticing is that the sponge doesn't seem to be soaking up a lot of product. Do you know, like some sponges can literally just soak everything up and then it like picks up your makeup off your face. And this doesn't obviously seem to be doing that, which I can really appreciate because some of the stuff that we use is so expensive. So it's just really annoying to see when it soaks it up, but so far this isn't doing it. And one thing I have noticed is that I don't like using this side for concealer. I really like using like this bit here because you still have like the little edge there, but you can really get in right there. And you can really get under your nose as well. So this side of the sponge for concealer is my favourite thing. Alright guys, so that's what my face is looking like at the minute. Nothing too crazy, just kind of like natural how I like it. So usually I don't cream contour, but I really want to see what it can do kind of thing, so we're going to cream contour a little bit today. So I'm going to take the P. Louise base, and this is in the shade 5, Rumour 5, and I'm just going to put about 3 drops there, and we'll see how we get along with that. And again, I'm going to take the opposite end of this part here, like I did with the concealer. So this side I use with concealer, this side I'm going to use with the contour. And just start pressing that in. You can tell I don't cream contour because I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Like, I do not cream contour usually, so... Okay, I mean, it's blended out nicely, but I don't like how it's looking. As I say, I don't usually cream contour, and yeah, I don't really like how that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of my foundation again, and I'm just going to take a little bit and just go over the top of that, because there's no point making it unfair and doing something that I wouldn't usually do. So yeah, I don't think that would be fair for me to do that, but I mean, if you do cream contour, obviously try it, but as I said, I don't usually do that, so I'm not going to bother and, you know, sabotage the whole thing. So for powder, I'm going to take a little bit of the Jeffree Star powder. I don't really like this powder, it makes my face quite dry. I've tried it a few times now and I just can't seem to get on with it, but I just kind of want to use it up. So I'm just going to take some, so to set my under eye, I'm just going to take the side of this again, pick up some powder and just go in like that. So I'm just taking a Jolie Beauty 06 brush. I'm just going to start dusting the powder away. I really like using brushes for powder just because I feel like, I don't know, they just smooth over your skin a lot better. Right guys, so this is what my skin is looking like. Obviously my under eyes look a little bit shocking because, as I said, I have been struggling with my under eye. It is a little bit dry. One, because obviously the powder, and two, I don't know obviously what the condition that I'm going through is. So they are a little bit dry. So far everything else looks quite nice. The lighting does make it look a little bit weird, but I mean, it's got really beautiful coverage and oh my god, you can probably see my swollen eye. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Golden. So guys, I went a bit mental with my eyebrows, but it'll look okay once I've got a little bit of eyeshadow on. So we're going to put a little bit of eyeshadow on. So the palette that I'm going to be using is the Radiance palette. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. So guys, one lucky winner will get a brand new Jolie Beauty base blender. You will also receive a brand new Radiance palette. So this one is obviously my personal one, but look how absolutely stunning this palette is. So in this palette, it's got so many beautiful textures. It's got your signature Jolie Beauty glitters, some beautiful mattes, and this is perfect for summer. It's such a beautiful summery palette. This one is absolutely my favourite shade. I'm going to be putting this on my lid today, I think. I don't know, I might do a glitter, I'm not sure. It's only going to be a quick thing. One lucky winner will get a brand new Radiance palette and the brand new sponge. Now to win these, all you have to do is one, be subscribed to this channel. What I also want you to do is head over to the Jolie Beauty Instagram and I want you to go comment on this photo. So like this post and I want you to leave an emoji. Now the emoji that I have chosen is this one. So the reason I've chosen this emoji is because Crystal is my favourite shade in this palette, and let me show you why. It's just a really unique formula and it's just so blinding. So obviously in honour of this shade, that's why I chose that emoji. So yeah, to simplify, I can't talk. So to simplify, what? So basically, be subscribed to this channel, head over to the Jolie Beauty Instagram, go to this picture and leave that emoji, okay? Got it? We got there in the end. So this competition, guys, will be open until the 30th of June. So you've only got until the 30th of June to enter. The reason I'm giving it a whole month is just to give people a chance to see the video and yeah, to obviously enter and all that good stuff. And there's obviously a lot going on in the world right now. So yeah, the 30th of June is the deadline. So I already have a little bit of foundation on my eyes. And as I said, I'm not doing anything major. So what I'm going to do is just dip into the shade Bronze and using a Jolie Beauty 03 brush, I'm just going to put this in my crease. Now to say that I haven't got any like Peel Wee's base, I haven't really got any base apart from obviously the foundation that I put on. Like look how beautiful and pigmented these shadows are. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then I'm just going to quickly, on with the same brush because we haven't got time, you know how it is. I'm just going to take the shade So Extra and just kind of blend that into that shade just to give us a little bit of smoothness. Now I quickly want to mention these brushes as well, guys. I have had these brushes for around about 2-3 years now. I bought them when the first obviously ever came out, and they are still the most perfect brushes I own. Like they haven't shed, they haven't broken. So if you're looking for really amazing brushes that are like they're really gonna last you pretty much a lifetime, I highly recommend these brushes. They're absolutely amazing. So I'm just going back into the bronzed shade and I'm just putting this through the crease again, and I'm also going to take a little bit onto the lid. Just quickly taking a Jolie Beauty 07 brush and I'm just going to buff out this edge just a teeny bit more, just so everything looks nice and blurred out. So I'm actually going to take the shade Glowing, which is that beautiful burgundy shade, and I'm just going to take that on my finger. I'm just going to pop that all over the lid. Like look at that pigment, it's absolutely stunning. And then quickly taking a Jolie Beauty 04 brush, I'm just going to take that same shade and I'm just going to kind of like diffuse it onto the lid and just bring it through the crease a little bit. So I'm just going to take the shade Pop on a Jolie Beauty 08 brush. I'm just going to put that right in the inner corner. So I'm just going to take the shade Bronzed because I don't like what I've just did. And I'm just going to put that right underneath my lower lash line. Alright guys, so I'll just front on a pair of lashes. I think they're a bit wonky, but oh well. Well, it is what it is, I'll sort them out soon. I've just thrown on some lip plumping gloss, just so it makes my lips look a little bit more fuller. But while that's setting in and before we do a bit of lipstick, I thought I'd go in with a little bit of highlight. So I'm going to use the Ursa Blinding Highlighting Palette. And I'm going to go in with the shade a bit of Dreamy and a bit of Rising Sun. Oh, this highlighting palette is so beautiful. I have done a review on this, so if you do want to go watch it, please go watch it because it's just so beautiful. The shades are so blinding. But what I always say about this palette is that you can mix and match the shades to kind of make your own tones. So say if I take this shade, which is Dreamy, I mean look how blinding that is. I can then take the shade Dawn, which is kind of like a gold, and then put that on top, and then it just makes it into like somewhat of a bronze, like a goldy bronze. Like, can you see that? Like I'll just love that you can mix and match the shades, and it just looks so blinding. I just love this palette. So I don't want to go too overboard because I am going to make this kind of into an Instagram look after I've filmed this video. But yeah, that's it for highlight at the moment. I don't want to go too crazy. So it's time for the lip. So for the lip, I'm going to use the Jolie Beauty Air Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Cabernet? Something like that. I think this shade goes really nice with the eye. Now, of course, if you do like any of the Jolie Beauty products that I have shown so far, you can use the discount code ASHMAN at checkout, and that will save you 10% on all of Jolie Beauty's products. Alright guys, so that is it for the lip. I think this is such a beautiful colour. Oh my god. Alright guys, so final thoughts on the Jolie Beauty makeup sponge. I really like it. I feel like it's a really good material. It's really bouncy. I like the size. The shape it's funky. I do like it. I like that you can use all of the sides. Now I know that we didn't, chisel this bit down here, but I feel like you would be able to get a really good definition. I mean, we could try it. If I just take some Jeffree Star powder again, and then what I'll do is I'll just dip the sponge into that bit, and then we'll do this side, starting on my hairline. Like, as you can see, like, look at how much of like a sharp line you get with that. So I know you're supposed to bake, but if I just take my Jolie Beauty brush and just sweep this away, like as you can see, it just gives like a real nice like definition. It just looks really beautiful, and yeah, that's how I'd use it to carve out your cheeks. So yeah guys, the sponge definitely gets a thumbs up from me. It's really good quality. It's a really good price point. Obviously, like I said, I don't want to be paying £17 for something that I can get cheaper. It's going to help with like my skin condition and stuff as well. And yeah, it's just like a really unique shade. It makes your makeup look really beautiful. And yeah, I'm very happy. So like I said, if you do want to purchase this or anything that you've seen, you can use discount code ASHMAN. It'll save you 10% off. If you do want to get this as like kind of like a subscriptions where you can get it every month or every 3 months, you can do that on the Jolie Beauty website as well. So like I said, we are doing a competition, so if you do want to enter that, I'll post the rules down below, so go check the rules out, make sure you qualify. I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video, and yeah, see you soon. Thanks for watching.